Good afternoon, friends. When uncertainty rocks our world, making us wonder which path to take, what decision to make, or whether to respond at all, it can be for some of us if we have not developed emotional resilience, or we don't know the practical ways to get out of the hard times. To get you started, I would today will be talking about on a yet a unique topic. Is called practical ways to keep colleagues in hard times, or practical ways to help colleagues in hard times, or sometimes it's also called emotional resilience. You see, whatever kinds of grief or hard times one suffer, I feel that the grief can be there are five stages in all kinds of griefs a human being faces. You see, first is disbelief. How? Why it is happening to me? This can't be happening to me. Why not others? Why me? Then after some time, that stage comes of longing, desire to be with the deceased. Okay, you stand by him morally, verbally, and then again stage comes of anger. You see, resentment. You get tired. Why? It is not getting over again. It's why me? And then the stage comes of depression. You see, overwhelming feeling of helplessness. When you're not able to tackle those problems, not able to address, the feeling of helplessness comes in. And that is the depressive state. And thereafter come acceptance. When nothing happens, you've gone over the disbelief, longing, and the anger stage and depressive stage. Then you accept the damn thing. The accepting the loss. Actually, it has happened. You see, these stages of grief last for 6 months approximately. After this, the time grieving is less. My friends, request your bosses to give your colleague share of the work to help him. And to get you started, whenever this happens, or you face some kind of grief or tough time, remember a few things. Try to be flexible. First step I say, try to be flexible. Often we have difficulty learning to go with the flow. Obstinacy, ego, fixed beliefs, expectations, and habits are some of the things that lead us to resist the change. But when the house you thought you have lived in forever is destroyed in a fire of hurricane, or the job you had trained for has been automated, or perhaps the love of your life has married someone else, then what to do? You are struck. It can be heartbreaking and crushing all at once. But it's also true that your life is demanding a course change. In these situations, it is wiser to practice acceptance and acknowledge the situation has changed. You do not control the world. You only control yourself. The only way forward now is to adjust your attitude, shift your thoughts, and create new dreams by being flexible. Have patience and understanding for your colleagues, your friends who are going through this kind of stage. Be with the colleague who is facing this kind of a hard times or hardship because of any reason. Just be with him. Let him know you are there to listen to and talk to him. Tell him to be flexible and accept the things. Encourage him to take a walk or join some activity with you and spend some time with him or together. So, next step, practice being okay with discomfort. When we are navigating a situation in a flux, most of us feel somewhat unsure of ourselves. This is normal. Accepting yourself and your situation is a good place to begin. Calm the inner voices of fear, blame, or resentment, and resist the urge to create drama around the uncertainty. Appraise the situation from a balanced place, realizing that it is okay to feel genuinely uncomfortable. At times, you will build emotional resilience if you use these times to practice accepting yourself despite this discomfort you feel. If your friends are suffering for any of such hard times, my friend, send a sympathy card at least, or a note, or flowers as a way to extend your feelings. It is not necessary to ask questions. If suppose somebody passes away and somebody is in deep grief and going through a very hard time, send a note of condolence, send some flowers. And it's not necessary to ask the details and how the death happens, how the loss happens. Why platitudes like life is for living, it's God's will, they really console anyone's. Inappropriate, it's very inappropriate to say in such hard times, even I know how it feels. Keep your personal feelings aside, my friends. Try to keep away and should out of your conversation. Don't allow your facial expression, body language, or gestures to give away your judgmental thoughts. My friends, when you want to face these difficult times peacefully, also learn to develop, step back to gain a broader perspectives. Widen your field of vision by reviewing the past and imagining the future. From this perspective, envision your plans and estimate how they might unfold into the future until you discover a path that shows promise. Then give it a shot. If that one doesn't meet your goal, don't hesitate to try another approach. A shift in perspective can help you see the situation from a new point of view and try out this new solution that make you more emotionally resilient in future. My friend, listen to your colleagues who are going through this kind of transactional changes. Because of any grief, because of any pain or hard times, listen to them patiently. Do not discourage him to talk about his problems, the death of the disease. Accept the feelings, accept and let it pass. Most of the psychologists, they do nothing. They just pass. They are good listeners. They listen. Coordinate, my friends. Whenever you have a problem, you want to have emotional resilience, you coordinate with others. Review your options and then enlist helpers. Before moving forward with a plan of action, share your uncertainty and brainstorm the ideas how to move forward and colleagues and friends. Then move forward knowing you have considered multiple options. When at a loss, intimate someone you respect, someone you love, someone you honor, someone you have confidence. Sometimes the hurdle seems too high or we are at a loss about how it proceed. In those moments, we don't feel very emotionally resilient. One trick is to think of someone you respect and imagine what they might do in this situation. Be open to your feelings, my friends, and be open to your colleagues' feelings, colleagues' needs, and make frequent contacts with people whenever required. My friends, practice self-compassion. Very important. In difficult moments, it is essential to practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself to maintain your self-confidence. It's okay to take some time to release your disappointment or take a break from your routine. A walk or run in nature may be helpful for processing your thoughts and releasing pent-up emotions. Or eating healthfully can help you remind you of the importance of being kind to yourself. Once calm, research several options and open in your mind to all possibilities so that new avenue of experiences can blossom for you. My friends, celebrate your success. One of the finest things I feel to help your colleagues and help yourself in hard times, difficult times. And one of the essential things in emotional resilience is celebrating your success. After all the work you have done to win away through uncertain times, situations, once you have initiated a plan that is working or picking yourself back up after a tough experience, celebrate your success and those who help you achieve positive results. My friends, give yourself and commit to continuing your success. Practice being grateful for you, what you have been, as well as who you are becoming. Emotional resilience is nothing. It's all about is about more than recovering from challenges. It's about thriving in the face of those challenges. You have to yet come out stronger, happier, healthier, and more successful. Learn to love, my friends. Learn to love change. Learn to accept hardships. Learn to deal with the difficult times. There's one philosopher. He said, the only thing that is constant is change. Besides, doing the same thing over and over can wear us down with its accumulative boredom. Change breeds something different and potentially exciting. New efforts simulate growth. Potential through new experiences, it's our ability to respond to life that is being put to the test here. And the more we exercise, my friend, this muscle, the more we feel invigorated by the variety of life. And therefore, the more emotional resilience we will become. Understand my points, mull over it, and see that you practice these ways, what I just discussed, to keep yourself and your colleagues, help your colleagues and yourself in hard times, and develop emotional resilience. Falling is not a problem, but getting up again and fighting back to victory, that is what is needed. Thank you very much.